I've got some breaking news for you. It literally is broken seconds ago. It's coming out of West Ham regarding their star man, Lucas Paquetá. Join us now for more on this. Is talkSPORT's chief football correspondent, Alex Crook. Crookie, hello.
Good evening, as you say, Andy. Hot off the press, this statement. Worrying as far as West Ham and Lucas Paquetá in particular are concerned, because the West Ham midfielder has now been charged with misconduct by the FA in relation to alleged breaches of FA rules, FA betting rules specifically. The player has been charged in relation to his conduct in the club's Premier League fixtures against Leicester on the 12th of November 2022, Aston Villa on the 12th of March 2023, Leeds on the 21st of May 2023, and Bournemouth on the 12th of August of last year. And they say in this statement, the FA, it's alleged that Paquetá directly sought to influence the progress, conduct, or any other aspect or occurrence in these matches by intentionally seeking to receive a card from the referee for improper purpose of affecting the betting market in order for one or more persons to profit from the betting. So they're basically saying that Paquetá, in those matches I've mentioned, got himself booked on purpose in order for people to make a profit from bets. So serious allegations levelled against Lucas Paquetá, who I know privately has always maintained his innocence in relation to these allegations. He has until the 3rd of June to respond to the charge. I think it's significant in the timing, because I know for a fact that Paquetá, who nearly joined Manchester City a year ago before these allegations initially surfaced, is back on Manchester City's list once again for this upcoming summer transfer window. And you wonder now if these charges may well scupper that move for a second time.
So I suppose the obvious question to you is what happens next, but is the ball well and truly in Paquetá's court?
Yeah, I would imagine we may get a statement from West Ham confirming that Paquetá plans to assist with the inquiry and that he's been helping the FA with their inquiries all the way along. I know he was really upset when these allegations first surfaced around about this time last year, and a bit surprised as well. And I think I'm right in saying it relates to suspicious betting activity in his homeland in Brazil that was actually reported to the FA by a leading bookmaker. So that's where these allegations first surfaced. It'd be really interesting to see what West Ham say. And the next course of action, as I mentioned, is for Paquetá to respond to the charges by the start of June.
Okay.
Crookie, what kind of ban are we looking at then? If he's found guilty, we've seen obviously Ivan Toney come off that huge ban. What kind of ban do you think we're looking at with this one with Paquetá?
It's difficult because obviously each case is taken on its own merit. There were a lot of charges, weren't there? A lot of bets that Ivan Toney placed, and Tonali as well over in Italy. I think there were a number of bets that he admitted to placing as well. At the moment, we're only talking about 4 matches in particular. But I guess the difference here is, and obviously Paquetá is innocent until proven guilty. We have to stress that at the moment there's no proof that he's done anything wrong. But this is an accusation of him actually getting himself booked on purpose, effectively, whereas with Toney and Tonali, it was just betting on the outcome of matches. Yes, Tonali bet on his own team. We know that. He placed bets on Newcastle matches, but he was betting on them to win. I think these allegations appear a little bit more sinister.
What happens? I'm sorry to throw these questions at you. You might not know the answer. What happens if come the beginning of June we don't hear anything from Paqueta? What goes on next? What's the next step in this?
Well, he's going to have to respond one way or the other by the 3rd of June. That much is evident. And as we know from the Ivan Toney situation, there's no real time scale either. That dragged on for a very long time. I know Tony was a bit frustrated about how long that took. So I can't sit here now and say by the start of the season we'll know one way or the other. I think it probably will continue deep into next season. And as I say, probably be on the end of the transfer window. And I think that could well be significant for Paquetá.
Crook, do you think we could be looking at arguably one of the biggest bans we've seen? And the reason I say that is because, as you said, Ivan Toney was betting on, I think some of the bets were before he got there. Tonali was betting on Newcastle to win. But he's effectively betting on the game that he's planning to get booked. Do you think necessarily this could be the biggest ban we've seen?
Yeah, I think we should say, I mean, they haven't directly said that Paquetá was betting on himself to get booked, but obviously the implication is that by him picking up yellow cards in these matches, somebody, somewhere, was profiting from that. So I guess, depending on what Paquetá says by June the 3rd, it will be up to the FA to prove definitively that he was purposely getting himself yellow cards, knowing that people were going to make money out of that. I'd imagine that could be quite a difficult thing to prove, actually.
Yeah, and also, this is such a difficult conversation to have because it's all, it's, as you said, it's innocent until proven guilty. But the fact is, he's not been charged of betting on outcomes of matches, I think, is quite important.
Yes, agreed. I mean, there's a difference between this and allegations of match fixing, but it is a difficult topic of conversation legally. So
I think
at this stage we have to stick to the facts. But clearly, if you look at that FA statement, they have made certain allegations.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think we've got to tread very carefully. The last thing I want to do is share a prison cell with you. All right, Crookie? So it's just, let's stop that now. Listen, thank you so much for coming on national radio on our show and updating us with that very new and breaking news. Much appreciated, Crookie.
No worries, guys. Speak to you later.
Thanks, man. There you go. Lucas Paquetá, as I said, charged by the FA for alleged breaches of betting rules.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.